context of doing a hip roll or a bridge. So one thing I tend to hear, especially from people who are newer to Pilates, is I don't feel my butt working. So I'm going to give you a couple different variations, a couple different cues that might help you to locate those glutes. So when we set up, the setup is going to be key for our hip roll, right? So you want to make sure that your feet aren't too far away from you. If your feet are too far away from you, you're going to end up really overworking those hamstrings. Sometimes if you get a cramp in that hamstring, that can be why that is. Also, if you go too far in, you're going to end up working a little bit too much of your quads. So finding that sweet spot where your feet are just right underneath your knees is really, really good. So when we set up for our hip roll, we want to first start by coming to your imprint. So nice strong imprint here. We're tilting the pelvis back, and that's going to really make sure our abs are supporting our back. Now when we come into hip extension, you want to feel your weight in your heels. So you're pressing up. And again, knowing when to stop is key. So a lot of times, especially if you're familiar with the yoga bridge, people want to go really, really high. And now you'll see them in a lot of back extension. And I'm feeling this mostly in my back and not in my butt. So for me, since I'm tighter through the hips, I tend to stop right about here. You'll notice my hips are not fully extended. Because if I extend the hips as fully as I can, I start to feel my back. So I'm leaving just a little bit of slack there. So when I'm in this hip extension, you also want to feel where the muscles are that you're contracting, right? Everyone knows where their butt is, but the attachment of the glutes are right on your ischial tuberosities, right? Those two little bones that you sit on, your sit bones, right? So sometimes just by giving a little feel, that can help to activate those glutes a little bit better. So find those sit bones, you can just kind of give them a little feel, and that's really where the contraction should be coming from. Notice too, if you're here for a while, you might start to kick those muscles on too. So when we roll down, we want to really feel that spine articulate all the way down, and you just want to end up in a neutral position at the bottom. So all together, we imprint, press through the heel part of your foot, really feel those sit bone muscles draw together and up, and finding your stopping place that's specific for your body. We're holding just to really fully contract, and again, just rolling all the way back down. If we're doing our other hip extension exercise, our bridge, very similar here, except we're not rolling up or down, we're just pressing up. But same rules apply, right? The heel is going to be heavy. We press up only to where it feels like there's work in your glutes and not in your back, and then we just hinge back down again. So when in doubt, give them a little feel, right? Sometimes, again, just adding that little touch can coerce those muscles into contracting. So hopefully that was helpful. We all get a little glute workout in today.